All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's team call. We're starting a little bit early. I am recording this, so if people do miss it, they can catch the recording. But do you want to go over a few announcements? I'm not going to spend as much time as I did last week because some of them are repeats. But a new thing is the Fruit Punch Energize will be hopefully released the February 19th. They're not publicly saying this yet, but from the grapevine, that's kind of the date that they have set. They're just making sure that they have all the quantities that they need so we don't sell out. Hopefully we won't, but you know that happens in Beachbody land. So just kind of have that at the forefront. Obviously, Transform 20 is here. $20 off of challenge packs and completion packs through February 28th. Success Club 2020 Hard Rock is in Punta Cana. If you didn't register yet or opt in, you first have to opt in. So go to successclubtrip.com. I'm trying to go fast, that's why. /2020 to opt in. Once you opt in, then you'll get an email sent out to you. The rest of the emails will be starting to be sent out January 24th. So if you didn't qualify for, like 2 years in Success Club or 5-star Diamond or anything like that, your emails will be starting to go out on January 24th. So make sure if you opted in to check your emails and definitely check the spam because I know you only have 48 hours, 72 hours after you get that email to say if you're going or not. So just kind of pay attention. And I believe there is a list if you go to the FAQ or to the website that will tell you kind of what order and where you fall in with your Success Club points from last year, because that's how they rank you on who gets to register first. Whew. Morning meltdown. This is too funny. With Jericho. This isn't for a while, but just be aware it goes on sale July 1st. VIP early access begins July 29th. So just like Transform 20, we'll have that little bit of period for the pre-sale, and then we can begin the workout July 29th. Register for February Team Cup. We're going to be talking about that all tonight. If you don't have a team yet, check in with your upline, post in the team page, and we'll get you on a team. It's just a great way to really push forward in your business, get some accountability with those 5 people because you guys are relying on each other. That's kind of the whole point of it, right? You need each other to win these prizes. If one person doesn't make it, womp womp, you're not going to get the cool cutting board or the beach tent, right? Other announcements. Here's the new Success Club prizes for 2019. Check that out. Summit ticket special, $155 until January 31st. After that, it will go up. So make sure you get on it. And if you guys didn't see, we have a lot of new trainings coming for February. So I broke it down in the team page. If you go to the very top, it's the same picture. If you click on it, it will give you guys all the links to get into each group. So Boss Babe Academy is for brand spanking new coaches, brand new. You've never posted a coming out post before, but you do need to have your getting started right call. So if you're a new coach and you're what's a getting started right call? That is a one-on-one call with your coach. You can't get into that group unless you have that completed with your upline. So make sure you reach out to them, or vice versa, you reach out to your new coaches so you can get that getting started right call done by February 4th. We also have the Legendary Leadership course. This is for Emerald to Diamonds, through Diamond, so if you're Ruby. This is going to be with Bob Lucido and some of the higher up kind of leaders in our team and other leaders in the entire network. For this, like I said, you have to at least be Emerald, and you need to have at least 500 PV. PV stands for personal volume. That is what you order and what your customers order. You need to have 500 PV within a 5-week period. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, reach out to your upline, or if you go into your Coach Online office, click on Monitor My Business, Team Volume. Right here, total PV. If you have 500 within 5 weeks, so if you count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, you get it. And that also includes your spouse's account. So 500 PV between your account and your spouse's account as well. Any questions with that before I kind of move on? I don't think I see any questions. No? Okay. And then we also have a new Transform 20 team challenge group starting prep week on same day, Monday, February 4th. You can find that in the same place here in our team page pick, and it is right here. So just because Transform 20 already launched, not everybody knows that it launched, right? Like, we live in Beachbody land. We're like, all right, one is done. Like, it launched. We're that's it. No. Like, there's millions and millions of people out there that have no idea that it launched, but it's up to you to let them know, like, hey, you want to get in on this. So make sure that you keep inviting to Transform 20. Okay, so that's it for announcements. We're going to jump in right into Team Cup. The best tips we're going to kind of go through. I'm going to give some tips, and then we got Carrie. I think Lay is going to give some tips, and Alicia, on things that you can do with your Cup team to really be on top, not get the most points, right? Because obviously we're all driven by different things. Some of us are driven by sweatshirts, right? Some of us are driven by recognition. Some of us just want to, just love the feeling of helping somebody. So whatever kind of fits your, get into that spot, get into that place where, what do I want for this? What do I want Team Cup to be about for me, so that you get excited about this? So first kind of tip that I want to put out there is, it's not a Team Cup for the first week of February, because I've done a Team Cup each quarter for the past 6 years. And yes, in the beginning, it's fun. There's excitement. And then just like a challenge group, womp, womp, womp. Like, people die out. And I'm sorry, if you're going to be on a Team Cup, you better be sticking in there for 4 weeks. Because like I said, if one person bails, you guys you can't maximize what you earn, the prizes, whatever. Like, it is for the entire month of February. So be in communication with your team the entire month, either in a private group, weekly calls, message thread, all 3 of those. It's totally up to you guys. Decide as a group, right? Yes, you have a leader that put in your email and coach ID, but everyone needs to obviously work together. My second tip is to have fun with this. Yes, our outcome of this is to get more Success Club points to increase our income, but it's really the actions that will dictate that. So don't focus so much on the points and the prizes and Success Club. Yes, those are the markers we're shooting for, and that's what we talk about a lot. But unless you're having fun doing this, then that stuff isn't going to matter, right? So find the fun in this. I always love playing the go for no game. And that's where you can reach, if you want to do 50, whoever gets to 50 no's the quickest. And you're like, Rose, are you supposed to get yeses? Well, of course. But within those 50 no's or those 100 no's, you are going to get yeses. And without focusing on the yeses, you're not so die hard on the outcome and get sucker punch when you get a no. When you get a no, you're like, yes, one more till I'm closer to a yes. So that's why I love this game. So you can really play it however you want, whether you want to do it the first teammate to hit 100 no's or first teammate to get 50 no's. And then the rest of the teammates can either send that person a big prize, or you guys can send like little $5 like Amazon gifts. I don't know, whatever, however you guys want to have fun with it. I was also, I don't know what group it was, but some chick was on a call today, and she was having a lot of success sending out that Transform 23 workout. There was a link. I posted it in the team page maybe 2 weeks ago, but definitely you just search in the team page, it will pop up, or you can just ask me. But that's a great action that you can send to people without focusing so much on the outcome of it, right? So who's going to say no to a free workout, right? So look in the past of the people that have said no, or I don't have enough time. Message them, say, hey, would you like a free workout? Sure, I would love a free workout, right? It's not, yes, I'm ready for a challenge pack, but it's getting your foot in the door. It's opening up that conversation. So it's a small action that might, lead to something else. So it's a great way to kind of lead into that. So you can kind of do the same little prize, who sent out the most free Transform 20 workouts in a day. And then the winner gets whatever. So those are my tips. I think I saw something in the chat. Not sure what it was. Yeah, it does make it fun. Who wants to go next? I'm going to leave this screen open, and then I'm just going to type it as all the leaders kind of talk. I see Carrie in my window view. If you want to unmute.
Okay. Can you hear me?
You're good.
Okay, cool. So 2 things that I was reminded of for Team Cup now that I've started to kind of work with my team is one, just the power in like sharing ideas, because we all do things a little bit differently and there's different ways to be successful. And if you're a coach and if you've been doing it for a while, some of it can get redundant and you just kind of get stuck running your challenge group the same way or sending invites the same way. You just always have done the same thing. Then, it's happened a bunch already, just talking to people on my team of this is how I do it and I'm trying this. We're just sharing all of these ideas and it's awesome because it gets you to switch things up and it kind of gets you more excited about things too when you're doing things a little bit more different. So share ideas and try things out together, like be creative, to run a free group or do a challenge group with just your team, switch things up from what you normally do. Power hours, like if you want to push each other, I'm going to be on at this time and whoever can hop on. So use this month to like break out of your box and try different things. So that's the biggest thing I think is just being able to share ideas. The other thing is just like lean into like the momentum and like getting pumped up and like check in when you get those Success Club points. And then it kind of, fires everybody else up and do those power hours. And like Rose said, go for the no. So if you've ever like played sports or team or if you're competitive, like just lean into it, have fun, share ideas, be creative. And if you're not on the team, get on one.
Awesome. Yeah. And I think definitely I love like ring the bell or just, celebrating like those little actions, even if it's not a Success Club point. Maybe it's just, hey, I reached out to 10 people today or one person responded to me, right? Like, yes, we all get those people that we don't hear from, but we got one person that responded. So definitely celebrate all that. Leah, do you want to go next?
Sure. So one of my things I was going to say was ring the bell. I am super competitive. I love Team Cup. I love to win. So I like being on a team of Team Cup people that are like super motivated too, because it really helps motivate me. Just like Carrie said, though, as well, like for those of us that have been doing this for a while, there's seasons where you're like super, super excited. And then there's like seasons where you're dead. So Team Cup is always exciting for me. But what I did want to just share randomly too, and I was actually talking to one of my coaches today and shared this with her about Team Cup, is that what I loved about Team Cup, especially as being a new coach, one of my absolute best my second best month that I ever had was in a team cup month. And it was when I was a brand new coach. And it was like the first month that I hit, like I hit 24. It was like, I was like, holy crap. Like, I can't believe that I helped that many people in that 1 month. And it gave me so much momentum and confidence to also realize, like, well, if I could do this month, then I can probably do this again. And part of it was mostly because I was just so excited and energy driven and focused on the goal of really just like helping as many people as possible and not coasting, and not just like once I hit 5 or 10, just like letting it kind of slack a little bit. I kept going. So just like Carrie said, like, use the momentum to keep going. And this can be an awesome opportunity to show you yourself, like, what you're made of, that you can do more than what you're probably doing now. So that's just kind of like a little bit of side note, but I love to do ring the bells. Whether it's just anytime we get a yes, anytime we get a no, anytime we help somebody, whether that, like, we normally have like a group chat. In the past, I've had group chats, and then we'll be like SC2, SC4, and we'll just share about the things that we're, the people that we're helping, and just get excited. I think that energy, even when you see other people on your team helping people, it makes you get excited as well, as long as you keep that focus and not use other people on your team to pull you down. That makes me like want to work harder, because I don't want any of my coaches beating me. So that's like, I'm going to push really hard because I'm competitive. So, what else? Something that I do normally, like on team cup type of months, when I'm feeling like I'm really pushing hard with my invites and I'm not sure like who to even reach out to. I have like kind of like a master follow-up list, and that month, like everybody, I make sure no matter what, like that every single buddy on that list gets touched. If you don't have a big follow-up list, literally go through your phone and start going through A's and B's and C's and D's. And I think that my first team cup month, that's what I did. And I literally went through every single name in my Facebook account, and they all got an invite. I should probably do that again, because there's guaranteed like 2,000 people that I don't even talk to today. But that's something that I really has helped me in the past. And like Carrie said, run a free group together as a group. Really kind of just, and do team calls, make it collaborative. And also what Carrie said, what I've gotten a lot of benefit as a newer coach was being in groups with people that weren't on my team. It definitely helped me think differently, like sharing, what is your script? You know, what script are you using? How is this working? Or, you know, even just conversation starters, anything, and sharing how those things are working. So using if you have a Facebook thread, using that for not just like a ring the bell type of conversation. So I think those are my main tips that I have, is really just make it fun, bring the energy, like be really excited. And this is an awesome time for you to prove to yourself that you can do more than what you're doing now. And like Rose said, momentum is really important too. I've had awesome Februaries, and Marches sometimes can be a little bit hit or miss. So February, rocking it is an awesome way to pull your momentum into the rest of the winter and then early spring. And if people don't say yes in February, they're probably going to say yes in May, because that's the next big like month. So it's really awesome to start building your momentum January, February, March, and even April. They may not say no yet. They may not say yes now. Wave of people committing. So
Yeah, and everyone's kind of going to be in different seasons, right? You might have a team of like a brand new coach, an emerald, a star diamond, a diamond. So if you're a newer coach, you can't be afraid to get in the trenches with us. I know all this might seem like scary, a lot of new things, but you have to be willing to trust the process and to ask questions. Like, don't just sit there and go, I can't do this, I'm too scared, blah, 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 and come up with all these stories in your head of why you can't do this. Yes, you can. We've all had our first team cup. I remember, I think it was like my first or my second. I think I was in tears when I like reached out to my upline, Lisa. I was like, I'm not hitting it. And she's like, Rose, it's okay. There's going to be other team cups. So yes, 6 years later, I don't know how many I've been in, but it's okay if you don't hit your goal. The whole point is that you try and that you just get better as you go. So if you're a new coach, put yourself out there, ask lots of questions to the diamond or star diamond that's on your team, and just have fun with it. Don't be too hard on yourselves, right?
Yeah. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. There's been team cups that I totally like blew out of the park, and there's other ones where I totally bombed. So,
and you have to know your personality too. Like me and Leia, we're gonna fucking kill it, and like if you're like us, awesome. If not, that's okay too. So you have to like run your own race and know kind of, what's going to get you excited and what's not. So
one last thing too is because Team Cup points are based on not only Success Club, but they're also based on rank advancements. So if you have been trying to push for a rank advancement so far, like this is the month to make it happen. This is extra incentive for you to earn points. If you are not an Emerald coach, like there's no reason why you can't become an Emerald coach next month. It's absolutely possible. And if you're really close to Diamond, this is totally a month to really like make a push as well. So I think the last points is for registering for Summit. Is that what?
Yep. Yeah. I think like 5 points if you registered for Summit.
Yeah. So
that can give your team a leg up too.
Yep. So even more incentive. I don't think they've announced what the Coach Summit promotions are going to be for February. So you just need to make a decision. I'm sure they're probably going to be similar to what they are now. Maybe it's a couple dollars more, but they normally stay around the same, probably January, February, and then they're going to start to go up.
Yeah. I don't know if any of the other leaders, Tracy, Lisa, Amanda, Ashley, if you guys, I know you don't have any video, your video is on, but do you have any tips you guys can unmute yourselves and want to share? Or anybody else that has any tips that have been in a cup before?
I'll go. Quick tip.
Yeah, go, Jill.
Like I put in the comments real quick, but like you were talking about building momentum. And I think what's really important is to tell people, like, don't start building like February and be like, okay, February, I'm going to start going. Start building now, because though it takes a while to like, get the conversations going and to actually see the progress from that. So I think building the momentum now and preparing yourself and sending out those invites now instead of like waiting till February is like so key. And that's all I have.
Yeah, definitely. Like, don't wait until February 1st to reach out to your team. Whoever you're with now, have your plan done by the end of this week and start working on it. Good point. Erica, did you have anything that you wanted to add? Or was someone else going?
I actually jumped on late because I was talking to like 24 people.
We'll let you slide on that one.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, we were just talking about Team Cup tips.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know like what you guys already said. but like running free groups together, I know that's been very successful for a lot of people. I know I did that with my team when we did Team Cup last year. And then like daily power hours together or invite blitzes. I love doing invite blitzes as a team. So I'm definitely going to be doing that.
Awesome. And I personally like when people call me out. So if you see somebody on your team that's not showing up, like, don't be afraid to call them out. Be like, dude, where are you? Like, you signed up for this, right? And that's like that accountability part that is making this whole Team Cup kind of the point, right? And Lisa wants to do a friendly team versus team challenge. So Lisa, you can get us set for that, right? So yeah, we can definitely kind of do all the teams in Team Arise and have a challenge and see who wins that. So that will be fun too.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that'll be good. Any questions from anybody? Everybody on this call on a team, raise your hand. Everyone on a team, spirit fingers. All right, ladies. It's a short one for tonight. Next week, we have Keith Callahan. If you don't know him, he is one of our uplines. He's a millionaire. He just wrote a book, and he is phenomenal. If you've ever heard him speak before, it's like you're in a trance. So make sure you get on for next week. We might push it to 8 o'clock just because you want to hear everything this guy has to say, right? But I'll be posting that in the team page for next week. So make sure you reach out to your coaches that were not on this call. Make sure they're on a group. Make sure they're on a Team Cup as well. So your responsibility, make sure you're on a team and make sure your coaches are on a team too. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great night.